Hello, this is Rob again with another video that was inspired by a fellow YouTuber who mentioned something about when you make a mistake, whether it's a personal mistake or a financial mistake or if you trade the markets, if it's a mistake, what do you do? It's like you need, how do you get out of that situation? What's the best way to get out of that situation? Do you hope and wish for something to happen to go your way, or do you cut your losses short? So I will address this now in this video. What I'm going to do is, just so you guys know, I have an economics and finance degree, and what we studied was the idea called the sunk cost. It's an economic principle, which means do not base future financial decisions on a poor decision that you just made. So for an example, in other words, cut your loss short. So if you buy a car and you realize that the car you bought is a piece of junk, but if you put like a new engine in it or new exhaust system or a new transmission, the car will run, and you might be able to get your money back if you sell it. That's a poor decision. Always use the principle of the sunk cost. So the sunk cost in that scenario would be to chalk up the loss. Don't put any more money into the car. If it's a lot of money, don't put any more money into it. Just accept that you made a bad financial decision and your money is gone for that transaction. And then move on to another vehicle, find something better, and forget about the poor purchase you made. As far as the markets go, the sunk cost principle is the best principle to use for the markets. Back in I was in Chicago working as a broker for a floor trader who used to trade the grains and meats on the Chicago Mercantile Exchange or the Board of Trade. And I worked closely with him, and he taught me some concepts that I realized were completely accurate in the markets, whether it's stocks, commodities, any kind of trading instrument, even cryptocurrencies. Everything moves in pretty much the same way. What he taught me was that, and had I known this before, I wouldn't have lost money like I did when I was trading on my own. So what he taught me was that if you place a trade and the trade starts going against you, and all of a sudden you get this sense in your mind that you made a mistake, that you're on the wrong side of the markets, you have to cut your loss immediately. So you have to do one of two things. Either immediately get out or immediately reverse your position and go the other way. That will help you make money, and it'll cut your losses short. That works like 99 to 100% of the time. But wishing and hoping never works in the markets. And that applies to life in general too. Wishing and hoping something will change doesn't work. In my experience, it doesn't work. So this idea works really well in the markets, and it'll also work well in your personal life or your personal financial decisions. So if you have like some relatives or friends that you're uncertain about, and you have like a funny sense about it, that these are not the people really who are benefiting you or you want to deal with, you got to just cut them out. It sounds cold, but you got to do for yourself what's best for you. cut them out. And if you find a situation, if you find yourself in a situation that is bad for you and you realize it's a bad situation, do whatever it takes to cut that situation out of your life. So basically chalk it up to the principle of the sunk cost. It happens to us all the time. I mean, I'm sure that you've bought items that you realize later was a really bad decision, either a mutual fund or a crappy car or a crappy refrigerator or even a bad house deal. And then you keep you keep pouring money into this. So basically, don't pour money into a losing situation. That's it. Cut it short and reverse position. It's really very simple. I mean, that's it. So leave any comments and any below, and I will definitely chime in. And I think this will help you because it's definitely helped me once I learned that principle. Take care, guys, and have a great day. Bye.